Sleep peacefully for 7 hours every night, just by gently pressing 3 spots on your hand. Sounds unbelievable, right? Insomnia is a silent struggle faced by millions of older adults. You lie in bed for hours without being able to sleep, or if you do fall asleep, you wake up startled or find yourself wide awake in the middle of the night, tossing and turning until morning. Your body feels drained, your memory slips, and your mood takes a dive. After so many years of living a healthy life, it all seems to dim just because of poor sleep. But here is the thing: you do not have to chase deep sleep like it is some distant dream. Right in the palm of your hand are 3 special sleep switches that can directly send calming signals to your nervous system, regulate your sleep hormones, and guide your body into its most restful state. In today's video, I am going to show you exactly how to find those 3 points and how to press them the right way so you can sleep soundly through the night without taking a single pill. But before we begin, I invite you to drop a comment below as a small but powerful commitment to yourself. Something like, "I am ready for peaceful sleep," or anything else you wish for. And do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you will not miss out on more amazing health tips made especially for seniors. Stick around until the end of this video. Not only will you understand why these 3 tiny points hold such big power, but you will also learn step by step how to activate them, along with the right breathing techniques to help your sleep come as naturally as it did when you were young. So what makes these small spots on the palm of your hand have such a powerful impact on your sleep? The secret lies in your nervous system and in a unique flow of energy that gathers right in this place you probably thought was just ordinary. The palm is not just where you feel things. It is actually a highly specialized area with over 17,000 nerve endings, all connecting directly to the brain, the circulatory system, and your internal organs. Modern science confirms that several regions in the palm are reflexively linked to key organs like the heart-lungs, intestines, brain, and especially the pituitary gland, which controls essential sleep hormones like serotonin and melatonin. When you apply gentle, precise pressure to certain points on your palm, it activates your parasympathetic nervous system, the part of your body that helps you relax, slow your heart rate, lower your blood pressure slightly, and ease into a state of deep rest. This is the perfect condition for sleep to come naturally without being forced. That stimulation also helps boost levels of serotonin, a neurotransmitter that stabilizes your mood and creates a sense of well-being. Serotonin then transforms into melatonin, the hormone that acts as your body's internal sleep clock, signaling to your brain that it is time to wind down. Thanks to this, older adults can drift into a deep, lasting sleep for many hours without the need for medication. In traditional Eastern medicine, the palm is known as the heart fire zone, a place where life energy, blood flow, and spirit come together. It is directly linked to the heart and the mind. When this area is properly unblocked, the mind becomes calm, the spirit is balanced, and sleep flows in, gently like water finding its way to the lowest place. This blending of Eastern and Western knowledge gives us a compelling and holistic view. Your hand is not just a mechanical body part. It is a delicate switch for your nervous system, a small doorway leading to the deep rest that so many older adults crave without ever realizing that the key has always been right there in the palms of their own hands. Now that you understand why the palm of your hand has such a powerful influence on sleep, you might be wondering, which specific points should we activate? Let's dive in and explore them together. 1. The center point between the wrist joints and the base of the index finger, Laogong point. Located in the deepest hollow, when you gently close your hand, the Laogong point is considered the heart of the palm. It is the intersection of sensation, energy, and the nervous system. This is one of the most vital acupressure points on the pericardium meridian, playing a central role in calming the mind, releasing emotional tension, and naturally supporting restful sleep. In traditional Eastern medicine, the Laogong point is known for clearing heart fire, cooling the spirit, and relieving anxiety, anger, or emotional fatigue. Feelings such as nervousness, restlessness, or overthinking late at night, Common causes of chronic insomnia can all be soothed by pressing this point correctly. Laogong is thought of as a release valve for heart heat, which refers to the buildup of negative energy in the mind. When activated properly, it brings peace to the heart and stability to the spirit. From a modern physiological perspective, this area is a nerve hotspot, a dense cluster of sensory and autonomic nerve endings directly connected to the brain's emotional regulation centers. Gentle stimulation of the Laogong point sends signals through the parasympathetic nervous system, slowing the heart rate, lowering blood pressure slightly, and calming the amygdala, the brain's anxiety processing center. The result is a calmer state of mind, an easier transition into sleep. Many people describe a distinct sensation when pressing the Laogong point. It often feels like a gentle warmth that radiates through the palm, up the arm, and sometimes even toward the chest. This is not just a physical effect, it is a real sign that your nervous system is relaxing from within. Activating the Laogong point is incredibly simple and easy to do at home. Use the thumb of your opposite hand to gently press into the hollow at the center of your palm. Be careful not to use too much force. You only need enough pressure to feel it against the soft tissue. Then begin rotating your thumb in a circular motion clockwise for 1 to 2 minutes. Repeat the same motion on the other hand. You can enhance the relaxation by breathing slowly and deeply during the process. Doing this consistently every evening before bed will help your mind feel lighter and make it easier to fall into a deep, uninterrupted sleep. You can also use this technique anytime you feel stressed, but the best time is about 30 minutes before bed in a quiet space paired with calm, deep breathing. After just a few days of regular practice, you will notice a real shift. Your thoughts will feel lighter, your mind more at ease, and your sleep will come more naturally without needing any medication. 2. Just below the pinky finger, Shao Fu point. If the Laogong point acts as a pressure release valve for the spirit, then the Shao Fu point functions more like an emotional gatekeeper, especially for feelings that often arise at night, such as nervousness, worry, or unexplained restlessness. This point is located in the soft pad between the pinky finger and the ring finger, just below the finger joints. Though not as obvious as other points, it is closely linked to emotional rhythms and mental well-being. In traditional Eastern medicine, the Shao Fu point belongs to the heart meridian, which governs both the physical heart and the emotional state. This point has long been used in drug-free therapies to calm sudden emotional firestorms, what we now refer to as stress or emotional overload. When this inner fire is kept in check, people tend to feel less anxious, fall asleep more easily, and experience fewer nightmares or sudden wake-ups in the middle of the night. That is why the Shao Fu point is often recommended for those who tend to wake up around 2 or 3 in the morning, feeling agitated for no clear reason. Biologically speaking, this area corresponds to skin-rich in sensory nerve receptors, tiny messengers that send signals directly to the brain, especially to regions that control emotions. When you gently press this area, it sends calming signals that reduce the activity of the sympathetic nervous system, the one that triggers stress responses like a racing heart and shallow breathing. In this way, the Shao Fu point becomes a very natural and subtle form of emotional medicine. Unlike many acupressure techniques that require strong pressure or long durations, working with the Shao Fu point is incredibly gentle. All you need to do is locate the soft pad between your pinky and ring fingers, then use the thumb of your opposite hand to press softly on that area and hold for about 30 to 60 seconds. No need to rub or move in circles, just hold steady while breathing deeply and slowly. Then switch hands. This technique is simple but remarkably effective, especially on nights when your emotions feel unsettled and you cannot quite explain why you are having trouble sleeping. Practicing it consistently each night before bed can gradually help restore your natural emotional rhythm. Over time, it can reduce nighttime anxiety, minimize pointless dreaming, and help you wake up in the morning feeling emotionally balanced and mentally clear. When your emotions return to a steady state, sleep is no longer a nightly battle. It becomes a journey back to your own inner peace. 3. The base center of the palm. Humbly positioned near the wrist, right at the center base of your palm, lies the pineal reflex zone. While this is not a traditional acupressure point in Eastern medicine, it is considered a special activation area capable of awakening your natural sleep from within. According to modern reflexology, this area is directly linked to the pineal gland, a tiny organ deep inside the brain that controls the sleep-wake cycle by producing the hormone melatonin. Melatonin is your body's natural sleep signal. It tells the brain when it is time to rest. When melatonin is produced in the right amount and at the right time, you naturally feel drowsy, fall asleep faster, and enjoy deeper, more consistent sleep. However, factors like aging, chronic stress, and exposure to blue light from screens often suppress pineal gland function, especially in older adults. That is why stimulating this reflex zone becomes so important. It gives us a way to support the body's internal sleep system without relying on medication. From an Eastern perspective, while the pineal gland is not specifically named, the principles of energy healing align perfectly. Guide the energy inward and the spirit will find its root. This means that when the right point is activated, where spiritual and life energy gather, the mind becomes calm, creating the perfect condition for deep sleep. The technique to activate the pineal reflex zone is different from the previous points. Instead of pressing or rubbing in circles, you simply use the tip of your index finger to lightly tap the center base of your palm directly beneath the line extending down from your middle finger. Use a gentle tapping wave motion light. Rhythmic taps about 60 times, not too fast, not too slow, creating a subtle vibration like a ripple. After the first round, pause for 30 seconds, then repeat. Each tiny movement is like knocking softly on the brain's sleep control center. It is gentle, painless, and pressure-free, yet it sends a clear message to the nervous system. It is time to rest. This pineal reflex technique is especially helpful for people who have suffered from long-term insomnia, light sleep, or frequent nighttime awakenings. Just a few minutes each evening, combined with deep breathing in a quiet space, can transform this point into a gentle gateway back to natural sleep. No pills, no forcing, just flow. In today's high-stimulation world filled with stress, rediscovering deep sleep might begin with just one subtle touch. The pineal reflex zone is a gentle reminder that within each hand there is a hidden switch waiting to guide you back to peace. To maximize the effectiveness of these acupressure techniques, you can also combine them with a few simple but incredibly helpful tips. These small steps not only enhance the sensitivity of your reflex points, but also help your mind and nervous system transition into a deeper state of relaxation. 1. Soak your hands in warm water before pressing the points. Try soaking your hands in warm water for about 3 to 5 minutes before applying pressure to the points. This helps dilate peripheral blood vessels and improves circulation to your palms, which are packed with nerve endings. As a result, the pressure points will respond more noticeably to stimulation. All you need is a small basin of water, warmed to around 104 to 109 degrees Fahrenheit, or about 40 to 43 degrees Celsius. Soak your hands, pat them dry, and then begin the acupressure. You will likely feel relaxed at least 30 to 40% faster. 2. Tap your fingertips on a wooden surface before massaging the points. Before stimulating any points, gently tap the tips of your fingers on a wooden table or headboard. This technique comes from a Japanese energy therapy called Jin Shin Jutsu. Tap lightly with your fingertips as if you are playing piano, about 30 seconds per hand. This action helps discharge stress energy that often accumulates in the fingertips due to emotion and tension. Once the energy is released, your body becomes more receptive to the effects of acupressure. 3. Apply a light layer of citrus-scented hand cream. Before beginning, you may also want to apply a light hand cream infused with orange or lemon essential oil. These natural scents directly affect the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain that controls thought patterns and anxiety. As you massage the points, the subtle scent will gently fill your breathing space, helping you sink deeper into relaxation, almost like programming your brain to associate the scent with being ready to sleep. Note: be sure to choose a mild formula without strong artificial fragrances or irritants to avoid overstimulating your sense of smell. 4. Have a light snack before starting done right, and in the right amount. If you plan to do acupressure in the evening, try having a light snack about 30 minutes beforehand to support your body's natural biological rhythms. A small slice of ripe banana and a few walnuts make an excellent choice. Bananas provide tryptophan, which is a precursor to serotonin, a chemical that helps your body produce melatonin. Walnuts are a natural source of melatonin themselves and are also rich in healthy fats that soothe the nervous system. Just half a banana and 3 to 5 walnuts is enough. Avoid overeating, as it can cause bloating and disrupt your sleep. 5. Keep your hands warm after acupressure by wearing thin cotton gloves. After finishing the acupressure, put on a pair of thin cotton gloves, the kind often used for sleeping or moisturizing. Keeping your palms warm helps sustain the calming signals triggered by your parasympathetic nervous system and prolongs the soothing effects on your body. The gentle warmth around your hands also enhances the feeling of safety, which is crucial for people who struggle with insomnia caused by anxiety. Ideal duration: wear the gloves for about 20 to 30 minutes, or simply keep them on until you fall asleep. The speed of your results does not depend on magic. It depends on your consistency and your body's natural rhythm. But one thing is certain: your body always knows how to heal itself if you give it the right signals steadily and precisely each day. In just the first week, you will begin to notice small yet hopeful changes. You will no longer spend hours tossing and turning. The time between lying down and falling asleep will become noticeably shorter. By the second week, your sleep will start to settle into a rhythm. You may find yourself waking up in the middle of the night less frequently. Many people begin to sleep through 4 or 5 continuous hours, something they rarely experienced before, even with the help of medication. Mornings will feel more refreshing, with less mental fog and tired eyes after a long night. From the 3rd week onward, if you keep up with the routine, your sleep will become deeper and more naturally extended to 6 or 7 hours. Daytime fatigue will fade away. Your mood will become more balanced. Your thoughts will be clearer. And most importantly, your trust in your body's ability to heal itself will begin to return. You will realize that your body was never broken. It was just waiting for you to guide it back into rhythm. There are no lasting results from quick fixes, but if you give your body the time it needs, you might be surprised by what it can do. Even though this method is natural and drug-free, acupressure should still be practiced with understanding. A few small adjustments can keep you safe and help you get the most benefit from the technique. First, if you have skin conditions on your hands, wrist joint pain, or nerve issues in the hand, be especially mindful of how much pressure you apply. Do not press too hard or for too long. Overstimulating a sensitive area can backfire. Instead, cut the pressing time in half and use gentle stroking or warming motions to stimulate the nerves without causing discomfort. If you have severe arthritis or nerve damage in the hands due to a stroke or injury, it is best not to practice on your own. In such cases, your reflexes may be impaired or distorted, and stimulation may not be accurate, or might even leave you feeling more tired or uneasy. Always consult a doctor before trying this method. If you are currently taking sleeping pills, do not stop them suddenly when starting acupressure. Let your body adjust gradually. You can continue with your medication, while practicing the acupressure techniques, and reduce your dosage slowly under medical supervision once your sleep quality has noticeably improved. Additionally, if you have chronic low blood pressure, you should reduce the time spent on each pressure point. Some of these techniques may slightly slow your heart rate, a benefit for most people with insomnia, but potentially fatiguing for those with already low blood pressure. You can still practice safely, but listen to your body's signals and ideally seek guidance from a healthcare professional. Acupressure is an art of listening to your body. When done correctly, no matter your physical condition, this practice can adapt support and bring real benefits. The key is to make each session a moment of quiet communication between you and your body. We have just explored a seemingly small secret, yet one with extraordinary power hidden in the palms of our hands. If you have ever endured long nights of sleeplessness, heavy mornings, or unexpected anxiety that made you dread the dark, then starting today, remember this: just a few minutes a day can help you gradually reclaim your sleep and your inner peace. Before we end this video, leave a positive affirmation in the comments below, a statement of commitment to your healing journey. For example, "I am reclaiming natural deep sleep every night," or anything else you believe in and hope for. These affirmations are not only motivation for yourself, but they can also inspire many others walking the same path. And do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a single piece of helpful content designed to help you and your loved ones live healthier, calmer, and more fulfilled each day. See you again in the next video, where we will continue to explore simple yet powerful methods to care for your aging years with love and positivity. Wishing you a truly peaceful night.